Hello there, cheeky potatoes. I planned on doing a live stream, but obviously it didn't want to work today for some reason. I think it's to do with that I've got a very small, what's it called, internet. Oh, data, that's the name. So basically, if you don't know me, my name is Raisa, and I wanted to do this video about trying to get an MRI scan because I know some of you might be in that situation where you just can't get one or the doctors don't want to give you one, and also like what my experience of it, just in case you've never had one before, and just so that you know, I don't know, you might want to know. First of all, I this was quite a while ago now. I thought that I had a hip impingement. This was after a while of going to the gym. I've made lots of videos on it. So basically, I went to the doctors. First of all, I went to the physiotherapist about actually something else called piriformis syndrome, which I think might have been set off by with my hips. It can be when your nerve gets pressed on, so it's basically like sciatica. The physiotherapist didn't really do anything apart from give me some stretches that I already do. Secondly, I went back to the doctors again and said I've got a lot of pain in my hip. So they said, and I said that the physiotherapist didn't really do anything for me last time. And I explained that it was a sharp pain. So the doctor said that I could have an x-ray. So I had an x-ray and it showed up that I had a lumbosacral anomaly where my bones were fused together in my spine. And that was just meant to be congenital. So the next thing was that I went back. Obviously, they didn't do anything because they said they didn't find anything in my hips. And then they referred me to the physio again. One of those physios where it's more for old people or people that actually aren't active, sort of, if you get what I mean, NHS ones, you know. And then I went to the guy, I explained to him the stretches that I do and everything that I do so far in the gym, and he couldn't really give me any exercises because I already do them all. And then I said to him at the end that I think it's a hip impingement, and he didn't even say that. I got referred to the person in charge of him because he didn't know what he was doing. So I only had that appointment about last week, and very luckily I got so after explaining to that physiotherapist as well, both of these physiotherapists that I went to see were saying that there's no point in a scan because it's not going to actually do anything for you, because they said there's no clinics where I live that deal with hip impingement. So even if I have a scan, it's just a picture. But to me, to have a scan to know actually what's wrong in there, it's better than saying to like every single person, or just anyway, like for your own medical records, it's better to know what's wrong with you, because you would rather know and know how to like treat it or make it better. But obviously they didn't want me to know for some reason, even though the second guy that seen me said it's probably likely that I have something going on there. So anyway, I was rang yesterday and said there was a cancellation for today. So I went this morning for my scan. And basically, like, you can wear your own clothes, but obviously if you're not wearing metal, so I just wore leggings, like sports underwear, to make sure I really didn't have any metal on, and I didn't wear any like hair ties or grips that had metal. So I did that just because I wanted to wear my own clothes. Like, I didn't want to wear one of those gowns. But yeah, it's quite quick really. You just fill in a form with your address and everything like that. So the actual process, but if you are a bit claustrophobic, because mine was the hips, they put like this mat on your hips, and then you get told where to sit on the bed, and then they put like these headphones on you because they say that the machine is quite loud, and then you go into the machine, and to be honest, like, I'm not the smallest person in the world, but if someone was quite big, then I think they would be struggling. But I think then it would be a bit claustrophobic. But there was a bit of space, about, let's say, about that much more, like that much more. And then it's got two lights in there, and the machine makes a lot of noise, but it's not like deafening, and obviously you have the headphones, and the lady just said, would you like to listen to some music? And I said, I don't mind. Obviously you're going to be lying there for like 45 minutes, so it's quite a while, and to stay still, it's not too hard. It's just that I was getting like pins and needles in my arm, but it was okay. It gets a bit warm in there, and it's a bit weird. Like, do you know when you're on an aeroplane and there's like aircon and different temperatures? It was just a bit like that, if I can explain it like that. Like, there's, I think the aircon must be on so that the machine doesn't overheat. I'm not sure, but it wasn't that bad at all. I just went to the gym as normal today, but yeah, if you ever feel like there is anything wrong with your body, the advice that I can give for you, in terms of like being rejected for an MRI scan by your doctor if they say you don't need one, is that do all of the research that you can on the problem that you think you have. Try and start doing the stretches and everything like that, just so if you do get referred to physio, you can be moved on a bit quicker, and just keep requesting, saying like, I would like an x-ray, I would like an MRI, or just something like that to say that you need to know what's going on. Basically, really, they should let you have one. So if they don't, and say if something happened to you in the future, then that would be their fault. So say if you are rejecting me, then please make a note of that, that I did ask for one at least on the system. But I would just say don't give up with trying to get a scan, because I feel like it's important, and it's a bit weird if the physiotherapist is saying that it's not. So basically, but yeah, thank you for all of the comments yesterday, and thank you for watching my video, cheeky potatoes. I know this one was a bit longer, but if you have any questions, then please ask them down below. And if you want to know any more information, I've made quite a few videos on my hips and everything like that. So yeah, I'll see you soon, cheeky potatoes. Thank you for watching.